Camping used to be a lot different. You slept on a rock, your sleeping bag was whatever you killed that morning, and if a Carcharodontosaurus picked your family off, you'd have to get up and find a new campsite. Then someone invented the tent. And now you got all sorts of new tents, like these 10-person inflatable PVC tents. And that's what I'm camping in today. I've got $3,000 worth of inflatable items this video. And I'm gonna be camping in the middle of the woods and spending the night. I've got 3 challenges this video. For challenge 1, I've got to spend the night watching The Hangover on the roof of my tent. For challenge 2, I've got to cross the river in my inflatable boat. No, I got distracted. Challenge 3, I've got to tier list everything that I bought. Let's go camping. So I've got just about everything that I need to camp for the next 24 hours right here. The first thing that I'm gonna do is set up my shelter. This is my shelter. It doesn't look like one, but it's gonna take me a really long time to inflate this thing. About 20 minutes, it said. So let's get to setting up my shelter. Now I gotta stake it in so it doesn't blow away. The stakes and the hammer that came with it. The tent also comes with these poles that set up an awning right here in the front, so let's do that. Before I show you the inside of my luxury tent, Zonkoo did actually send this out to me to use in a video. If you're interested, if you want to check this tent out, the link will be in the description. Now let me show you inside. This was after the 20-minute time lapse of me hand pumping this thing up. I made a mental note that any more inflatable tents, I'm bringing a power bank and an inflatable inflator. Okay, this is the canopy. This is like so nice compared to any camping I've ever done. Even the TikTok shop one was really nice, but I didn't have the best weather. It's coming down way more than I thought. And this is just like amazing. Wow. It's really hot in here. I gotta get some windows open. This is sick. This is actually huge. It comes with dividers, so you can divide the rooms, but I didn't want to bring them because I just want to have one sick luxury camp tent. Door. This can be a door. This is for like a hot stove. Oh, this is for an AC. Look at that. I should really get all these windows opened up. Oh, the skylights though. Let me. Oh yeah. Ah, it's getting hot in here. Let me go on the outside and roll up all these doors. Sweet. It has windows in it. I don't have to roll them up. I can just take them out. Get some cross breeze coming through. Well, now I've got cross breeze. Bed's gotta be back here. Couch, kayak, lounge, lamp, Cheetos. Yeah, this is sick. I'll be honest, I spent enough money on the furniture that I did not get enough money on decor. I wish I bought a rug. That's probably the main thing. That would really sell this. I'm gonna use this door for my furniture to enter. First thing I'm inflating is my sectional couch. I have an issue. I have to inflate these all with my mouth, I think. I was like, no, I don't need to bring an inflation device. I'm gonna see if the kayak has a pump. Oh, it does. Okay, cool. It showed this on the box. Don't forget a pump. Like, look at the picture. This. And that's what mine looks like. It just doesn't have the right connector. Okay, I'm using my kayak pump. Gotta pump it up. One couch cushion done. Oh my god, this is gonna suck. I think the biggest mistake I made, probably the dumbest thing I've done, is doing an inflatable only challenge and all I had is manual pumps. I thought it would be easy. I'm taking a break. I've made a severe lapse in my judgment. Well, my thought process was I would be able to just, you know, get some exercise in and just pump everything up. But it's been terrible. The furniture is just taking way longer than I thought. That couch is way bigger than I thought. I haven't gotten as much done as I thought I would the last 2 or 3 hours. So I'm taking a little break to cool off and to eat my first snack. Now, the food I'm eating tonight is like as inflatable as it can be. There's not really many inflatable foods. I got as many inflatable foods as I could pick. Rice Krispies, I don't know exactly how they're made, but it's like Rice Krispies. I think they're like fried and then they expand. I'll see if I can find a video of how they're made, but they're inflated as a snack can be for the most part. I got a 16 pack and I'm gonna be trying the original. So like every item in this video, I'm gonna be ranking this on my tier list. I love Rice Krispie treats. Great source of sugar and carbohydrates to replenish my glycogen. Also, today's a high of 79 and a low of 52. This is probably the hottest I've ever camped before. Granted, this channel kind of got traction when I was snow camping. I wore a thick merino wool long sleeve and I regret that as soon as I got here. I don't know why. I should have gotten a t-shirt and an inflatable automatic pump, but I made 2 mistakes this video. I would rate the original Rice Krispie treat A tier. It's close to being S, and I don't think the other ones will be higher. It's just so good. All right, I'm gonna eat like 2 more of these and then I'm gonna just sit here, honestly. Also, this chair's not inflatable. I was sitting here and then I got hungry again, so I'm trying my next inflated food. This is Rice Crisps. These are definitely inflated. Jalapeno cheddar Rice Crisps. Hopefully these are good. Money shot. I feel like the nutritional facts are almost as bad as like normal chips. And they taste like styrofoam nuggets, like packing peanuts with like a light dusting on them. I am ranking these D tier. Suck. I don't think I could have described them any better. They're like lightly dusted packing peanuts. I'm gonna eat 2 more Rice Krispie treats. Let's get this couch finally inflated 2 hours later. Well, now I'm thinking maybe I could sleep on that. But I should still inflate the bed for the full idea. I could just start living in this. Over in this corner, I'll put the couch. So let me do that. This chair I also inflated with a little ottoman. My kayak. Oh my gosh. I am never doing an inflatable video without an automatic blower again. Maybe this goes where you are. I'll put it in the corner right now, but the ottoman would be nice over here. Should have gotten an inflatable TV. I like the little ottoman, but I think it only makes sense to put it over with its chair over here. This is kind of crazy because the last video I did, I couldn't even sit up in my tent, and now I can like get a ping pong table. Well, let me give you the whole tour so far. Entrance, couch. I need a wider angle lens to do this justice. This will be where I watch my movies. Little chair with a little cup holder. And then over here I'm gonna put the bed. That's the bed. And then you also got our pretty little skylights. How magical. Hopefully for the last time I gotta pump it up. Oh! This one has, I believe, oh my Lord, please, Lord, have this be charged. This is a, I have these on some of my other ones. Zonkoo also sent this out in another lounge chair that I'm realizing won't even fit in here, but this air mattress is from them as well. It's got a deflate mode, off, inflate, and then I imagine this is probably a little light. Oh my God, it's not charged. It is, okay. I'll maybe hold it. There you go. Cool. Thank the Lord. Oh my gosh, they gave me a patch kit. Wait. This has a piece on it that lets you inflate the other items. And it's the last thing I opened. Oh, it's got a pillow and a sleeping mask. Great. Well, it's actually cool that it has this. You know, I'm glad I found this at the end, and I could have inflated a majority of the stuff in here with this. Alright, do your work, buddy. Oh, it died. That's okay. I did not charge it. I'm gonna get you the rest of the way there, buddy. Maybe I put my chair on this side. Screw it. I'm blowing this place up. 3, 2, 1. Bed over here. The chair in this corner. I really haven't even been outside that much today. A nice break from my bushcraft. Maybe I'll try a couple more foods and then we hit the river. I gotta complete my other challenge of crossing the river with my inflatable kayak. Okay, before I inflate my kayak, let's try 2 more of my foods. This is the cherry and lime LaCroix. I do have a gallon of water with me, but I figured at least some of my drinks should be inflated. So I was thinking carbonated beverages, which is that definitely counts. This can is essentially inflated. I like LaCroix. I like them when they're colder than this one is. But this is cherry lime flavor. Cheers. This is, I'm between an A and a B. This is A tier. It's delicious. I actually like this flavor a lot. This is a great flavor. For my food item, we've got puff corn. I was looking at cheese puffs or cheese balls, any of the puffed foods because those are inflated. And I went with this one. It's a flamin' hot puff corn. So let's try this. I don't know what my hopes are for this one. I think it's just gonna be spicing packing peanuts. Let's go. Naturally colored. The only downside of these is that they get really jam-packed in your teeth. You see how I'm having to eat a lot of them though, to get my fix? I'm gonna say these are a C tier. They're not terrible, but they're not great, and they're not good, but they're not bad. And I decided to try a new Rice Krispie treat. This is the rainbow one. The M&M placement on that is questionable. Let's see. C tier. It's good, but the M&Ms taste kind of fake. They don't taste like real M&Ms. They taste like Lego bricks. The sun's coming down a little bit, and I want to start a fire when it's light out, so I'm gonna get kayaking now. Let's cross this river. This kayak is heavy. It's a long walk. This water's moving a little fast. I don't know if this is a good idea, to be honest. Is this a good idea or not? What do I do? Interesting. This is the inflatable kayak. Let's give this a try before the sun comes down. We're going to the GoPro for this POV. Here goes nothing. Let's not die. This is my entry spot over here. Please don't get my feet wet. I can do this. She's in the water, boys. Okay. Oh, this is kind of small. Dun 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 dun. Oh shoot. I don't know if I'm crossing that water though. Upstream, boys. We're doing it. Dun 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 dun. Wait, I'm not making any progress. Wait, this might be a bad idea. Oh god. This might be a bad idea because the water's gonna carry me. We're at this little cove spot. Then we're just gonna make a break for it. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh, hey. That was really relaxing. Beached. Just like that. I didn't think I'd be able to do it, but I did. I did it. Well, let's see if we can find any Athena's chest or a Skull Fortress over here. Oh, I see something. That's where I respawn. Okay, let's get out. De jour. Man, don't ever doubt yourself. Wow. Look at this kayak. Look at this. Someone's wearing some really stupid shoes. Absolutely no ankle support in those things. This is what I came here for, a new biome. This is a birch forest. All right, I'm craving some more foods. Just gotta get across this water. Oh, I totally forgot this thing's waterproof. This is a fish POV of the water. While we're here, let's tier list this. Super easy to set up. The bag that it was in ripped, but I mean, this thing's pretty sick. You know what, I'm gonna rank this a B tier. For my experience, I wanna give it an A, but also it's like an inflatable kayak. And an inflatable kayak is only gonna last you so many times before something goes wrong. It's gonna pop somehow, some way. Cool kayak, would I ever buy one of these? No, buy a real kayak. All right, let's go back. Dun, 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 dun. Push off. Hey, hey, come on, Hiccup. We are encumbered. Goal is just book it that way. The river will carry us downstream. Bald eagle. I see a bald eagle. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Look at that bald eagle. Bald eagle. I got distracted. No, I got distracted. No. Anchor right here. Yeah. That's all it takes, folks, to be cool. I just proved that I'm sick to a small portion of the internet. I think that's the real challenge. Let's crawl through this tall grass and see how many ticks we can get. It was more work carrying that than it was kayaking. Well, granted, I only kayaked like just a quick little there and back. Dun, 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 dun. Not even 25 yards. I gotta eat some food now. This is probably the most labor-intensive video I've done because I have been inflating things all day, and then I went kayaking, and I went walking through the woods to go kayaking. Well, my second challenge is complete. I got to now spend the night and tier list everything. I will tier list most of my furniture in my home, probably in the morning. I'm gonna get a fire going and furnish my home. I finished decoring my tent. This is what I'm looking at so far. Let me walk you through everything one by one just so you can kind of see the gist, because I did reorganize. I don't know if you remember it earlier. I moved stuff around a little bit, but let me start you in this corner. Over here is my lights. These are actually lights left over from the Costco video. I get a question all the time, what do I do with the stuff that in my videos? Right now, I'm keeping it all in hopes that I can reuse it for a future video, so it's not like a one-time use. This is a perfect example of that. I have reused these lights. So I got the lights going on, some cute little vibes, because I'm gonna go have a fire right after this, and then when I'm done with the fire, I can come in here, and then I'll just feel at home, which is nice. Sort of like the Rapunzel scene when she sees all the lanterns. That's sort of the same feeling I'll feel when I walk in here. Here's my little lazy boy. This was actually a bundle with the couch. Look at this thing. Has a cup holder for my inflated drink. This thing's really nice. It's slightly deflated for more of a chill vibe. This is a really nice chair. Now, these lights aren't inflatable, but this lamp costs this much money. And it's actually a inflatable light, and it's solar, and it's a power bank. So you can hook up your phone and charge it. But watch this. Inflatable. Inflatable. I think that's pretty sweet. Couch over here. This is a sectional, so it fits kind of in the corner. You got cushions, and this is pretty sweet. This is the most luxurious I've ever camped, ever. It's just like nice, and then again, this blanket's not inflatable, but I brought the blanket too, just because this is the nicest camping I'm gonna do for a while, so I wanted to really sell it. Once it gets dark, I'm hanging out here watching a movie. And then lastly, we have my bed with my pillow. Look up too. This is what I'm seeing all night. It's just gonna be the stars. I'm pretty happy with this. Is like the coolest camping setup ever. Now when I camp next week and it's probably like some challenge where I'm limited to a very few select amount of items, it's gonna be terrifying again, but I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. I'm also listing this on Zillow for $300,000. This is my spot. So before I go make my fire, let's just tier list a couple of these items. First up, the inflatable chair. This is how much it costed. I kind of forget how much it cost, so I'm not gonna account for that in my ranking. This thing, especially deflated with a little ottoman and a cup holder, It has very select uses, I feel like. I would give it a B tier. It's comfy, it wasn't too hard to inflate, and I like it. Let's tier list this too. Gosh, this thing was a pretty penny. This was this much money. I would tier list this at a B tier as well. It's a nicer couch than I thought, but I just cannot imagine really using this outside of a situation like this. Pain in the butt to inflate, but it's a cool couch. So B tier, it's good. Back to what I said earlier about reusing items, this is from my TikTok shop video. It's my wood splitting axe. All right, I'm open to criticism on how to split logs. Oh, that's enough. A good amount of time has passed, so now I'm gonna start cooking up some food. This is not inflatable, but if you think about it, the water is going to inflate the noodles. This has been on here for a million years. Ah, there's a freaking moth in it. Al dente, butter. And now I gotta put the cheese packet in. And now a splash of some milk. This is a little bit more cooked than I normally like, but that's okay. You're camping. I'm camping. So this counts as inflated because it's inflated with water. I saw a piece of heaven. This is a little specialty I do. I do everything bagel seasoning, then I do some hot sauce. Someone try this and DM me on Instagram a picture and what you think, because oh my lord. While I eat that, I'm putting some great value pizza rolls in. These are inflated with love. What's that Bob Marley song about love? One love, let's get together and feel alright. Boom, macaroni. And then I have these ready. Okay, overcooked for sure. S tier for sure. But this holds some sort of nostalgia to me. It is just so good. Let me show you one of my desserts. It is a black and white fudge drizzle popcorn. This is inflated. This is for sure inflated. It's good. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of popcorn. B tier. It's good. I'm excited for my pizza rolls. These are inflated with love, dude. It's ethanol. Bon appetit. Those look delicious. Now I do just wish I had some ranch, but these will be good. Let's try them. Trying one. I might get burnt by the insides of this. I didn't even get the filling yet, but it being over the fire, you can taste some of the ethanol. I'll give it a B. I think with some ranch, it would just exponential shoot its way to the top of the tier list. But the wood taste, like the campfire taste, is just awesome. So I like these a lot. Last thing I need to do, I want to roast a Rice Krispie treat. So I would say so far the inflated foods are pretty good. Let's do this. Oh, I already got ash on it. I accidentally stuck it in the bottom. That is about as good as I'm gonna get it. It's falling off because it's so ooey gooey. Oh, oh. No. You can taste the idea is behind it, but it's not that good. It's just the number one's better. Am I gonna put that specifically on the tier list? Sure, I'll put it at D. It's kind of a letdown. I just kind of ruined it a little bit, so. This is what I'm looking at before I go to bed. The red coats are coming. The red coats are coming. This is pretty sick. It's gonna totally suck going to normal camping after this. I'll turn the lights off and I'll show you what I got planned. Yo, watching The Hangover on the roof of my tent. How sick is that though? It is 11:58 I actually stayed awake way longer than I thought, but it is nice that now in the summer it gets dark at like 9. I've done so much camping in the wintertime, I forgot what an awesome daylight cycle feels like, so it's pretty cool. Anywho, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, chair. Good night, couch. Good night, tent. Good night, moon. Good night, viewers. Good morning. Well, my first challenge is complete. I slept heavenly last night, and I loved my setup this video. Well, now let me rank the rest of the items that I have left, because that's my third and final challenge for the inflatable only video. My little handheld inflatable lantern last night, solar, it doubles as a power bank. I'm ranking that A tier. That thing was pretty sweet. I kind of liked holding a lantern like this, you know, the way my ancestors did. The air mattress. What do you rank an air mattress? I'd put the air mattress at a B tier. It's good. It's not great, because there's nothing great about an air mattress, but it's a good air mattress. I think the last thing to review is the tent. This tent is sweet. Just a lot of inflating to blow this thing up. The skylights on this tent were sick. I was going to bed last night and I'm just like kind of like zoning out, you know? And then I look through the skylights and you can just see all the stars. That is pretty sweet. I haven't had that on a tent before where I can just stargaze from my bed. And then it's just cool how like everything opens up. You can get a bunch of windows. I mean, you saw inside there, that thing's huge. I'd put that thing at A tier. That's a sick tent. Shoot, I don't know if I got a favorite shelter, but this might be one of them. You know, I got the awning. I had these doors open up, the skylights are removed, and there's like spots for AC, and the fact it's got a spot for a wood stove on the other side means I might have to take this winter camping. Well, now I gotta start packing up. This is probably gonna be the least enjoyable part of the whole video because I have to deflate like 20 different things to fit them back in the boxes that they came in. I wish I got to use this more, but now I gotta deflate it. Let's go. No. I totally forgot to record me packing this up. That took me a minute. That was a pain. There was probably like a ton of footage of me folding this thing up to fit into that little bag, and I didn't capture any of it. So just imagine what it was like. And I was running far away. Will I run off the world someday? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Grunting in the rain, I felt alive.